Can you quickly spot the difference in makeup between my two eyes? Well, one took me 20 minutes and the other took me just 5 minutes. Hi, my friends, it's Smitha. Welcome back. We don't do complicated makeup on this channel. So I'm going to be showing you how to create this beautiful gold glitter cut crease in less than 5 minutes. So if you're ready, let's begin. I'm going to start with a concealer to clean up underneath the brows. And as always, I'm using my favorite one. This is the Milani concealer in the shade 145, which is warm beige. As you can see, I have already filled in my brows. I fill in my brows in every single tutorial. So moving forward, I'd like to skip that step in a few of my tutorials. Otherwise, it becomes repetitive. But let me know if you think otherwise. If you want me to show you how to fill in the brows in every single tutorial, I'll be happy to do so. Just comment below and let me know. I'm going to start this tutorial with my left eye, where I'll be doing a cut crease the conventional way. It's a very popular technique that many of us follow, including me when I started out with makeup. This is how I used to do cut crease, the one that I'll be showing you shortly. And of course, with this technique, the cut crease turns out really nice. Today, I'm going to be using the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place. This is a stunning palette and extremely pigmented. I'm going to first use Katsina. This is going to be my transition shade. So with a blending brush, I'm going to blend this out in the outer corner and the crease with a blending brush. And then with a smaller, flat, fluffy brush, I'm going to diffuse this in my lower lash line. And then using Jamila, I'm going to deepen this further. So I'm going to first use it in my crease as well as outer corner. I'm going to keep on adding more eyeshadow till I'm happy with the intensity while I continue to blend it out. And I'm taking it all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. And then with a narrower flat brush, I'm going to also deepen my lower lash line using Jamila. I'm going to be doing a half cut crease today. So with some concealer and a flat tapered brush, I'm going to cut the crease all the way from the inner corner, going outward and upward. And I'm just going to follow my socket area as my crease. My actual crease is running right across my lid because I have hooded eyes. If I cut my crease at my actual crease, you won't be able to see a thing because it's going to hide under the hood. So I'm going to consider my socket area as my new crease. That way it won't hide under the hood because it's above the hood. And when I keep my eyes open, you can still see the eye makeup. Once I've filled in my lid space with the concealer, I'm going to diffuse the outer end with my finger before I blend in another eyeshadow. I'm now using some shimmers starting with Wadabe. I'm going to use this in the inner third of my lid using a flat shader brush. Next, dipping into Senegal, I'm going to use this in the center part of my lid using the same flat shader brush. And while I do so, I'm going to diffuse out the edges so it blends in with the other eyeshadows I've used. I'm going to use a little bit of Jamila again in the outer corner. So I blend in with Senegal and you get that seamless blend. That way there's no sharp edges left. At the same time, it's also going to deepen the outer corner, which is precisely what I want for this look. Now with a small angled brush, I'm creating a soft smoky wing. So I'm just taking some black eyeshadow and I'm going to smoke it out in the outer corner of my lash line, both upper and lower lash lines. And in my lower lash line, I'm going to bring it all the way to the center of my lash line. It's time to dress this up with some glitter. Before that, I'm going to be using this Peel Off Glitter Base by Mamacita Cosmetics. I'm using it with a flat shader brush and just dabbing it to the center of the lid where I'll be applying the glitter. And then I'm going to dip my brush into this beautiful loose glitter by NYX. This is a gold glitter and I'm going to press it in over that base that I just applied. Because this is loose glitter, there's going to be some fallout, so I'm going to brush that off. You can also use some translucent powder under your eye before you apply glitter. That makes it easier to brush off and clean up. Using the Ofra X Smitha Deepak highlighter in Flash, I'm going to highlight my brow bones. Next, I'm using the Bare Minerals liquid liner to line my lash line. I'm not going to be pulling out a wing because we have already created that smoky wing. I'm simply going to line my lash line. It's time to finish up with some mascara and lashes. Before that, I'm going to use my Sally Hansen curler to curl my lashes. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Tartelette Tubing Mascara. I'm going to be applying a generous coat to my top as well as bottom lashes before I use false lashes. And for lashes, I'm going to be using Tati lashes in the style TL2. Star glue is the only lash glue I use. I'm going to be applying it on the lash band before I attach it to my lash line. So that's the traditional way of doing it, and soon I'll be showing you how I do it. And here's the finished look. Absolutely love the cut crease, but this usually takes me 20 minutes. I'll show you how to do the same in less than 5 minutes. And to help me with that, I'm going to be using a sponge tip applicator. It makes my life so easy. I'm going to first dip into Jamila. I'm going to stamp it in the outer corner as well as carve out my crease. And then I'm going to repeat this step with Katsina, which is the transition shade. I'm going to stamp it in the outer corner as well as carve out the crease right above Jamila. And then using the blending brush, I'm going to quickly dab and blend out the two eyeshadows. Because the sponge tip applicator packs in the eyeshadow, you don't need to add any extra eyeshadow, but if you want to increase the intensity, you might as well. And in my lower lash line, I'm going to first swipe Katsina with the sponge tip applicator, and then I'm going to turn the sponge tip applicator to the side so it becomes narrower before I swipe Jamila. It's time to cut the crease, and I'm going to do a lazy cut crease. I'm applying some concealer on the curved part of my Sally Hansen curler, and I'm going to place one end in the corner of my eye while I stamp the cut crease. If you do this the traditional way, it takes a lot of time. So this is definitely a time saver. And then I'm taking a little bit more concealer on my lid before I spread it out all the way up to the crease. I'm using my finger again to soften up the edges before I blend in the other eyeshadows. I'm using Wadabe in my inner third, and the easiest way to apply shimmers is to first apply it with your finger and then spread it out with a flat shader brush all the way up to the crease. Using Senegal, I'm going to do the same in the center of my lid. That'll give you a fabulous pigment payoff while it also looks super neat. And then I'm going to blend out and deepen the outer corner using Jamila. I told you the sponge tip applicator is a lifesaver. I'm dipping into some black eyeshadow, and I'm going to very easily pull out a soft wing in the outer corner of both my top as well as bottom lashes. Just make sure to turn the sponge tip applicator to the side so it's narrower before you just swipe across a couple times to get that smoky liner. And then using my eyeliner, I'm going to line my lash line, and the easiest way to do is to first stamp it using your lash line as a stencil and then fill in the gaps. Glitter, rather than using loose glitter, because for loose glitter you need a base, then you apply the loose glitter, then you have to clean up the fallout. What's faster is to use a pressed glitter. This is from Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. I'm going to simply press it on my lid. Now, because this is pressed glitter, it already has adhesive, so you don't need a base. And because it has adhesive, it sticks beautifully onto your lid and there's not going to be any fallout. Time to curl my lashes and apply some mascara before I use false lashes. And rather than applying the glue on the lash band, I'm going to apply it in my lash line. Whether you apply it on your lash band or your lash line, it's going to touch your skin. So it's not going to cause any harm, or it's not going to flow into your eyeball. You're going to be just fine. This is the only way I apply lashes. It's super easy to apply. It's super quick, and there's not going to be any lifting at the ends. And finally, using the Flash highlighter to highlight my brow bones. And here is the completed look. A 20-minute look done in 5 minutes. Which side do you prefer? Let me know in comments. There's no set rules in makeup. You can do makeup the way you prefer. But if you can make something less complicated, just like life, if you can make it less complicated, why not? Is there a certain look that you always wanted to create, but you felt it was too complicated? I'll be happy to simplify that look for you. So let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, you take care. I love you guys so much. And I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye, guys.